Hey, 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 come on in. I'm having some technical difficulties. I tried to close it out and start it back up, but it says that my stream is going. So my sparklers, if you see me, let me know. I was trying to type in the chat. It won't let me type in the chat. Hopefully it says I'm live streaming. Hopefully you guys can see me. I don't see anyone in right now, and I know that it was going. And you all probably was like, where is she? Where is she? It's 4 minutes in. I am here. Clicked on it on time. I'm not sure. I can't, it's not allowing me to type comments. So I don't know if it happened when I was setting up my streaming. I am here. Welcome to Green Eye Sparkle, baby, the show. So if you clicked on and clicked off, I need you to click back in because I am here. I'm not sure what's happening um, with my stream today, but I am here. I am live streaming. Hello, everyone. So feel free to hop in the chat. Um, and hey, let's have us a good show today. This is episode 19, everyone. Can you all believe this? This is episode 19. I am so excited. Yay, episode 19. How are you all doing on this thankful, thoughtful, and thrilling Thursday? I know I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. And yes, I may have little technical difficulties, but listen, that doesn't stop me. I'm going to keep on showing up. I'm going to keep on reporting live. The Green Eye Spark. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Rain, sun, sleet, or snow. You going to see Green Eye Sparkle, baby. Okay? Because we got a show. All right, now. So the theme of the show tonight is, hey, let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. So some topics that but how can I talk about topics before I talk about your vision? Listen, how many of you touched your vision board today? How many of you reviewed your vision board? How many of you looked at it? I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I had a busy week, so I'm walking in. I looked at my vision board, but did I touch and agree with my vision board? I did not touch and agree with it. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to my sparklers. I didn't touch it. I looked up at it, and the first thing I saw: do not worry about anything. Instead, you pray about everything. That's what I saw. Rush to get my show started. So just want to be honest with my sparklers that sometimes it happens. It's natural. You're just human. You're not robotic. So yeah, I didn't touch it today, but at least I admitted it. Um, Journaling. Wait, I had one more thing about the vision board. Let me go back to the vision board for just a second. On my vision board, it's something that I don't know. I haven't talked about all the components of my vision board, but what I do have on my vision board that I'm just sharing with you all is that I do have content creating. I have it on my vision board as a content creator. I aspire to do great things. Hashtag believe. I believe in myself. I believe in sharing inspiration, sharing great news, sharing things that's just happening and going on, and actually allowing my community, my sparklers, to come on in and you just share, what your thoughts are and feedback, because feedback is so important. So, and this is also engaging in conversation with each other. So that was a little tidbit that I want to share about the vision board. Journaling, journaling, journaling. I talk about this also every day, or every Thursday when I see my sparklers. But what is your purpose of writing in the journal? Why do you feel the need to put words down in a notebook? For me, now this is my humble opinion because I'm just speaking from my point of view. I write to affirm. I write to affirm my aspirations of where I see myself going and the vessels that I'm using to get to where I'm going. I truly believe that in order to manifest, I have to affirm. I have to write it so that it is concrete and sequential, keeping the forward movement to affirm, to believe, to manifest where I see myself going. Oh, it's nothing better than that, my sparklers. When you believe in yourself, and you truly believe that when you write something down in your journal and you affirm that that's what you want, you continue to look at it. You continue to write about it each and every day, because I'm telling you, the manifestation is real, but you affirm the words that you write down. I'm an amazing person with extraordinary dreams. Great things are coming my way. I write it down. I am somebody. I am a winner. See, writing it down and holding yourself accountable, I'm telling you, the power of the journal is super amazing. Moving right along, moving right along. Feel free to hop in the chat. Lily and Riri hopped in and weighed in and said, believe it, manifest it. Okay, I know that's right. Now, in the trending news and spotlight, for Florida people, sometimes it goes to Georgia, sometimes South Carolina, Tennessee, but the season, let's talk about it. We're in hurricane season, my sparklers. So, I think we all learned a big lesson from last year. We cannot be complacent and like, oh, they always talk about this hurricane. It's not coming this way. Don't be complacent. It's June. It's hurricane season. Let's plan now. Let's plan now to prepare ourselves so that it doesn't catch us off guard and that we're scrambling trying to do things at the absolute last minute. We don't want to do that. So plan now. Hurricane preparedness and having a plan will save you in the end. It's when we don't have a plan and we're flying by the seat of our pants that things happen that could have been avoided. A hurricane is a hurricane. The water coming, the wind coming, the rain coming. But having your things together, a Ziploc bag with all your documents, your passport, your insurance, anything, birth certificates, anything that's of value that you would need to report to an insurance agency, to FEMA, put it in a Ziploc bag. Keep that Ziploc bag close by at all times, because any event of evacuation, you scoop it up and you keep it moving. But at least it's in why a plastic bag? You keep it protected from the weather. You keep it protected from the weather. You don't want your things soggy and destroyed. Put it in a Ziploc bag, okay? So that's my spotlight today on the let's talk about it. My spotlight today, hurricane preparedness. Don't wait now until it's too late. Moving right along, moving right along. Let's talk about this trending news. Let's talk about this trending news. Now, you all know, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest. Now, I have not been keeping up with P. Diddy and that nasty trial. I'm just, so that's not one of my topics that I talk about, but it is trending. But there was a whole lot of hoopla going on. It's just so much going on, so many involvements, escorts, discord, all kind of foolishness there. And I don't, so we're going to slide on by that. But I just mentioned it because, hey, it's trendy. Now, in the NBA, now this is what I'm trying to tell you all. My mouth dropped. Now, how is it that in the NBA, you've got a team that is really, really close to playoffs, everybody, and the coach gets fired? So the New York Knicks' coach, the head coach, he gets fired. And I was kind of like, well, why? What happened there? I don't know the reason why, but I know that the team was doing well, but moving closer to playoffs, he got fired. Now, I know the playoffs are getting closer, and I believe we're looking at the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think they call them the OKC. So that will be interesting. And in the chat we got the Knicks. The Knicks have been eliminated. Yeah, I know, but they were getting there. They were getting close. They get eliminated, and the coach gets fired. Ain't that something? Wow, I guess that's the way it goes. I don't know. It's just like in football. A team gets close to getting into the playoffs. They don't quite make it. A lot of mistakes happen. They're gonna fire that coach. So yeah. So with the NBA, we got. So I don't know if there are more teams, but I do know that we have the Indiana Pacers. And what the interesting thing is that the Indiana Pacers haven't been to a playoff in a long, long time. I forget the number of years. So I've got to keep my eyes glued to the television and to check out this playoff because I'm sure that it will be something spectacular. Yes. So moving into the sports arena, talking about the ESPN, and this is the final series as I have in the chat. Stephen A. Smith is launching 2 shows. I keep my eyes on Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people, they don't like some of the commentary, but Stephen A. Smith is a mover. He's a mover and he's a shaker. So, don't sleep on Stephen A. Smith. He's got 2 shows launching. So I want to stay tuned. When I see the show, I'm going to talk about it. So that's interesting. And shout out to the Indiana Pacers. One of the sparklers said they're rooting for Indiana. Okay. I got to get into it. I got to catch up with it, to see who I'm rooting for. But I believe, I like going for the underdogs, and they haven't been to a playoff in a long time. Plus, my cousin played for the Indiana Hoosiers. Shout out to Jamar Johnson. So I think it's only befitting that I partake it in rooting for the Indiana Pacers myself. Now, some more conversation. Because now, if the football seasons, it's starting up, and we got the OTA, they got the training. And let's talk about this. With all those quarterbacks over there at the Cleveland Browns, do you think that Shedeur Sanders will have an opportunity to get in there and do a little something to move himself up to being the starting quarterback? Is it too many quarterbacks? Or do you think, as they're looking at the talent during the training, the OTA, the training camps, do you think that Shedeur Sanders is going to have an opportunity to show his skill set to climb the ladder? Because they got so many quarterbacks over there. Oh, my goodness. They got quarterbacks for days. But what you want a quarterback that's going to deliver. You want a quarterback that the team is going to look up to. You want a quarterback that exemplifies leadership. So I don't know where it will land, but I'm optimistic that there will be room for Shedeur Sanders. Now, the tariffs have elevated on aluminum and steel. They've gone now from 25% up to 55%. Now, where do you all think we're headed with these tariffs now? I don't talk about a lot of politics, but I talk about these tariffs because it impacts our grocery bill at the end of the day. You talk about aluminum and you talk about steel. Well, Reynolds Wrap had jumped up so high at one time. I said, oh, my goodness, I'm going to have to take a piece of gum and try to peel the white part off, that little wax part off the gum wrapper, and wrap my food up in the gum wrapper for. The juicy fruit and the double mint, the spearmint. Back in the day, that Wrigley's gum, that piece of foil. I'm like, well, doggone it, I might have to get to that because that Reynolds Wrap that aluminum foil starts shooting up through the roof. So we're gonna have to keep our eyes. We're gonna keep our eyes on the prize now. And hope and pray that everything don't balloon too much out of control, because I need my aluminum foil. Listen, now I can't cook or bake without covering my food. I love covering my food with foil. I don't like my food open. I call that the open air stuff. That open air mess, I don't like that. All them germs getting on my food. All them germs. I need my aluminum foil now. So let's hope these tariffs, that they make deals, because we don't need our stuff going up any higher than it already is. I'm appreciative the eggs going down a little bit too, because I got to have my eggs now. Nobody don't want to pay $8 and $9 for a dozen of eggs. So let's keep on the good foot. Like I said, I don't talk about a lot of politics, but I just had to mention those tariffs because, boy, I tell you what. Woo. I like to keep a little change in my pocket, not at all going out there to the grocery store. In the chat, we've got Shador will rise to the top. I believe Shador's going to rise to the top. And listen, you know what, sparklers? So last week, my show got chopped. It got cut off after 12 minutes, and I don't understand what happened. So y'all missed when I talked about Shiloh. So we got Shiloh and Shador. Now, Shador is, I believe he's going to rise to the top with the Cleveland Browns. So I agree, Lily and Riri, about, Shador. He's gonna get in there. Now Shiloh, he's over here looking at real estate over here in Florida. I'm hoping that they make Florida. Well, his grandmother, Connie Dion's mom, already lives here in Florida, but it'd be nice for them to just make a home in Tampa Bay. You all are welcome in Tampa Bay. No, you haven't heard it from anybody else. Come on, Sanders family. Y'all can come over here and shoot the breeze in Tampa. We would love to have you. Now, Shiloh, looking forward to seeing what he's going to do on the field since he signed his rookie deal. That rookie deal wasn't too bad. I would turn down nothing but my collar. You're getting a chance, get on in there and show up and show out. So, yes, my show somehow got cut off, and a lot of good things I talked about last week you all missed. I talked about last week in trending topics also. Eddie Murphy's son actually married Martin Lawrence's daughter. Oh, how sweet. That is just too cute and too precious. Congratulations to the young couple that got married. So, yes, it was Eddie Murphy's son and Martin Lawrence's daughter. Two amazing comedians and their kids are in happy matrimony. That is so beautiful. Now, I got that. I like to tell my sources now that was according to the Shade Room last week. Now, where I got that information from. So, y'all can check with them, but that's what my understanding is, that they got married. Now, by the way, honestly, I thought they had already gotten married because I saw something about Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy's kids a while ago. So, when they brought it back up last week, I was a little confused. But hey, more power to them. Maybe it was the engagement. Now they're married. Happy for them. Congratulations and best wishes. Now let's see what else what's trending and what else we've got going on here. I appreciate the hearts flying through there, my sparklers. Thank you, my sparklers. I appreciate it. Moving right along. It is time for the learning corner. Now, I got something to share now. Listen, y'all. Today is day 70 of my red peppers, my green peppers, and my yellow peppers too. Y'all not gonna believe y'all eyes when you see my peppers, everybody. My peppers are getting real big. They getting real big. Man, oh man, I am so excited about my peppers. I got to go. I'm gonna get my peppers, guys, because you all are not gonna believe these beautiful peppers that I got going on up and through here. Y'all hear me? Y'all gonna like my peppers. Yes. Let me get that. I'm going to report live on my peppers. Hold on. Let me go get my peppers, y'all. Now, listen. I tried to be fashionable today. I got to tighten up my little belt, y'all. I got a cute little belt on today. Just trying to put a little razzle tazzle on the shirt. Since I got on T-shirts and jeans, flying in here trying to get my show started on time. Y'all see my peppers? Y'all see how tall they are. Day 70 of the peppers, everybody. I'm so excited. I wonder what colors are going to pop up first. Will it be the green? Will it be the red? Will it be the yellow? What y'all thinking? I don't know. I'm excited. I kept them indoors for a couple of days because of the rain. I didn't want them flooded. I didn't want them to drown in water, so I kept them inside. I'm going to take them back outside. I'm going to let them go outside and play a little bit, y'all. Is that all right? I'm going to let them go outside and play a little bit. But they are just too precious. I think I'll take them out tonight. I'm going to let them go out and get a little sunshine. They still pretty damp and moist, but I'm so proud of them. Day 70. Day 70. Day 70. It doesn't get better than that. Yes. Any other things going on, my sparklers? What else going on in the world? Anything else? Did I forget something that's trending right now? Oh, well, I forgot about the American Music Awards. Shout out to all the winners of the American Music Awards. I understand Jennifer J. Lo was up there dancing, singing, and kissing people in the mouth, male, female, and whatnot. So just a little tidbit about them. I didn't watch the American Music Awards, but I guess they were quite interesting. Yeah, that part. And moving right along, uh, there it was something else that was coming up. Let me go back through my notes because last week there were some things that were missed because they cut me off so short. I did a shout out last week to Access Hollywood. I was trying to remember the names of all the people who were successful in helping me, from the hair and makeup, all the way to the wardrobe stylist, to the producers. What an amazing job! And just want to say thank you. Oh, thank you, Lily and Riri. Wait a minute. The BET Awards will be on Monday. Reporting live, reporting live. Now I got to see my BET Awards. Who you all gonna think is gonna win their big overall honorary award? Have they even announced it? Who's gonna receive that special award? I'm looking forward to that. So the BET Awards coming on Monday. So stay tuned, my sparklers. That sounds like that's gonna be really, really exciting. Thank you for that feedback. Well, sparklers, I think I have covered all my topics today. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Guess what? Guess what? Next week will be episode 20 of the Green Eye Sparkle, baby, the show. Tune in. Lots of more interesting things. By the way, I know I'm not in my other area that I reported live last weekend, but I'm getting back up there for next week. Next week's episode. Have a great Thursday. Be thankful for everything that you have, because there are people who may not even have a toothbrush to brush their teeth. On that note, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.